All right, Sprocketeers, spinny. Welcome back to another masterclass. Today we're going to do Sprocketeer Masterclass, and it's going to be all about Discord. Today we're going to go over two main topics: how to get started in Discord and how to interact in Discord. You can see on the screen here, we have our outline over here on the left, and we have our action area over here on the right. I'm going to scroll in and we'll get started. So how to get started in Discord. So first off, we're going to go over getting a Discord account. All right. So when you want to get an account, you need to go to discord.com. So over here, we have discord.com up. And there are three ways to do that. So we're going to get into access first. I'm jumping the gun here with our server. Welcome everyone. This is for you getting into Discord and then using it. So those of you who yet to have one, this is for you. So accessing Discord means going to discord.com, and right away you see some options. So there are three. You can either use it here in the browser, you could use it on desktop as an application, or you can use it on your mobile phone as an application. And you do all that here from discord.com. Let's say I want to download the application to my computer. I would click download for my Mac. If you have a PC, this should say PC. I can open it here in my browser. So you already see here on my computer, I have either the application option or just here in my browser. When I go up to download, then again, it has recognized that I'm on a Mac, so it puts that one first. As you scroll down though, what you see is the options that I'm referring to. So here's the mobile iOS, mobile Android. Even if you have a Linux box, Windows, you're able to do those as well. So download the version you would like, and if you'd like to get started right away and you don't want to commit to the app, that's totally fine. You can open Discord directly from whatever browser you're using right now. And I went ahead and I clicked it. So this is what the browser would look like. And you'll see Discord inside this Chrome browser. If I go and switch over here, you can see that I have the application as well. And so you're seeing Discord. And I'm going to primarily be showing you Discord in the application. So once you've either decided that you want an account on a browser or in an application, and you have that downloaded and up and ready, then you can add yourself to the server. And that's where this URL, hubverse.in/discord, this is where our server is, and you'll get the invite. And so follow this invite, and you'll pull up over here on the left the server. So you see that this is the Sprocketeer.Community server, and you'll be able to get access. All right. So next on our list is security. So we've gotten the application, then we've followed the invite code, and we've added the server to our account. Let's see what's next. So we want to get all access. Right now, what you can see, since I've already done this step, is you can see all of these channels. You won't be able to see this initially. And so when you come in, you'll see basically this rules page, and you'll see a second channel, which is this Sprocketeer. In order to get full access to all of these channels over on the left, you'll go down here and click this checkbox. And this makes sure that you're a person. So after you have done the email verification with Discord, check this checkbox here for Sprocketeer, and all of these channels will appear. All right, so you've followed the email confirmation for Discord. You've checked the checkbox for Sprocketeer. Now let's get into your profile. So at the bottom of all of these channels that I'm scrolling up and down on, you see my name. This is Grant. I'm going to go ahead and click that, and I can see my profile. So these are the things that show up for everyone that they can see that you want to share with them. And so we want to edit these. We want to show the things we want to show, and we want to basically tell people who we are. And in order to do that, we need to edit our profile. So this is your profile section down here, and I'm going to go to the user settings. So I'm going to click this little wheel here, and I'm going to go into the back end. And this is what you'll see. A little bit of my phone number. But I can edit my profile. I can click edit user profile over here. I can edit individual pieces. All of this information below is for you to navigate as you would like. I can also come over here to profile and I can edit this information. So we're going to start at the bottom down here. This is your About Me section. So you can type in things you'd like about yourself, things you'd like people to know, things you'd like them to think about when they think about you. The next two are basically this big banner on the back and then your profile image. You see that as I hover over these, I can change either of those by clicking on them. You can come over here to avatar and change your avatar or change the banner, and that's selecting a photo. And that's it for your profile. So your personal information and the pictures that you see, that's how you change those. So your personal information and the photo of how you appear. All right. So roles, how can we get some roles? So you can change the banner color as well. That's another fun one. Primarily I only get asked about the photos though. So I'll go ahead and click escape and get out of here. And we're going to ignore the rest of these, but I'm going to scroll down to the fun section. All right. It's labeled fun with some lines on either side. And I'll click get roles. All right. So in the get roles section, what we have here is to add to my user profile the roles that identify me. What I'm going to do is react to these messages. So I see this question says, what are your pronouns? And if I want them to be he, him, I click on the orange. If I want them to be she, her, I click on the yellow heart. If I want it to be they, them, I click on the purple heart. And if I want people to ask me, then I just click on the green heart. And so I can click on these and apply whatever role I want to my profile. And so you can see these. Let's see, there's another few here. Where are you currently located? You can react with the correct emoji to wherever you're located. If you just want your name to be a different color, you can react here to whatever color you want your name to be. And so the fun part here is these are live. And let me show you. I'm coming up to the top to preview the member list. So I'm going to click that. And over on my right, what I see is members and their profile images and their names. And so my name, this is Grant right here, is currently in pink. And so you'll see as I click orange, my name changes to the color orange, and blue, it changes to blue. Red, it changes to red. Purple, changes to purple. So these are live on your profile. There's another couple here. How do you interact with HubSpot? What are your favorite hubs? And in what hub do you spend the most time? And so these are important. The cool part is you can see in aggregate, as you hover over this, I can click here, and I can see all of the people and who's reacted to what hub, right? So who's into the hubs that I'm into? Or I have a question that I don't know about, who already knows about it? I can go find those people here. Okay? And so I'll show you, since I've reacted to all of these, when I click over here on the right, I'll find my name and I'll click on my profile. Whoa! So we're seeing those images up at the top. We're seeing my name that I've added, my About Me section, my members since, and then my latest role that I've added since. And excuse me, this is the date I added this server. So this is the date I made an account on Discord. This is the day I added the server. And then these are all the roles I was just talking about. So I've added the sales and the service, and then myself as an end user. And so all of these will show up when I click on, let's say, Rod. Then he's clicked on those as well, and it shows up what he's into. And I can know that. So anyone over here, I can click on their profile and see what they've described themselves as and what roles they've described themselves as. All right. So that takes care of roles. So you now have your profile basically set up. I'm going to switch over to the application, and I'm going to switch over to this account so you can see it more from a user's perspective. So I'm still over here on the left in the server for Sprocketeer. If you have many servers, like many of you do on other applications, you'll see them listed all the way down the side here. And so you're just choosing the server that you want to get into. So let's look at the HubSpot RevOps section. I've listed over here in our outline all of the different channels, in this section. So I'm looking right here at the HubSpot RevOps section. We have these channels, and basically what we want to do in these channels is we want to talk and chat. This is where the primary conversation is happening in the Sprocketeer Discord. Spinny. This is the kind of conversation that you'll focus on. These are where people are chatting with each other, bringing up ideas, answering them, creating threaded conversations. And this is where the conversation is happening all about HubSpot. So this is the section where you want to jump in and you want to start reading, and you want to start looking through what people are saying, and you want to respond, and you want to talk with them. You want to read what they're saying. I'm going to click into this thread. I'm going to see what they're saying down in this thread. So this is the place for you to go back and even look at what conversations have been had. CMS, DevOps is another one that's been quite popular. So this is the section really that you want to focus on and you want to look into. And as I show you in how to interact in Discord, these are the channels you'll want to look at to organize the way you want to receive notifications and messages. Okay? So this listing here primarily is so that you understand that these are the top channels. These are the top highest channels. And so these are where you'll have deeper conversations into. So you can think about a service ops question is anything dealing with service related. So whether it's the hub or it's an entire operation or process or it's a workflow internally or a workflow in HubSpot, if it's service related, the whole point is to put that into the service ops channel. All right, so that is the bread and butter area for you to have conversations. The next one I want to show you is the inbox of unreads and mentions. And this is going to be lots of fun for you because what you just saw and you can see in front of you are all of these channels with the little white indicator and a bold text saying, there's messages in here. You haven't seen them. Look. All right. So you can click into all of these. And I can right click and I can say, I don't really deal with service stuff. So I'll click nothing. I don't want notifications. Or I want to make sure that the marketing ops, that's what I do. So I want to make sure I get all messages. I want to make sure all my messages are in. So you can choose these. But what I want to show you right now is you can go through those like that. But in the inbox, there's some secret modes here. So instead of over here in the channel, I'm going to come up, follow my cursor to the top right, and up here is the inbox. And I'm going to click the inbox, and I get a modal that pops out. All right, when this pops out, I have two tabs up here. Look up here, mentions and unreads. Mentions and unreads. So this is all of the things that, and this is from all of my servers, this is all of the messages that have been sent since I've logged back in. Since the last time I logged in, these are all of the messages. So I'm not having to scan through channels and servers and what have you. I've already set up notifications the way I want. Now what I can do is I can come here to inbox and I can see all of the messages that I haven't seen. Oh, and you know what? This one right here, this is interesting to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click jump, and it's going to bring me right to that message and highlight it for me. You saw that? Now, I don't know where this is. I don't know how far along, but I saw it in my inbox, and I'll click and I'll come right to it. And then I can click in, I can reply, and I can make my message. I'll show you that here in a minute. But in the inbox, I'm only seeing messages that I have yet to have seen since the last time I logged in. So these are messages I just personally haven't seen. And so these are simply unreads, and if I toggle over, then these are mentions, so places where people have mentioned me. So these are those roles. These are all of server or here mentions, or mention of literally me with my username. Okay, so again, if I want to go into how's everyone, this is like an everyone tag. I can jump. I can click jump. This is into another server, and it'll take me right there. And I can reply to that message when I want, that way. So this is a great tool for you to use. The last one I'll show you in the inbox is in this upper right. If you say, you know what, I don't care about anything in the past. I have something new and I want that off my plate. This is a really powerful one. Mark inbox as red. You click this and everything is just marked as red. So all of the notifications go away. You just click that and all of the notifications go away. All right, so that is the inbox. Unreads and mentions are the thing. All right, so now that we're basically in Discord, we've updated our profile, we've navigated to the section, and you've learned about the inbox and how to get the notifications. Let's talk about how to interact in HubSpot once you've gotten yourself set up and you know kind of the lay of the land. All right, let's start with posting a message or starting a thread. So I've gone to my inbox. I've come over here, and this was that message from Anton. So maybe some Cloudflare thing. Well, that's fine either way, whatever he's saying. But right away when I go hover over his message, you see this little box with some buttons continues to pop up for every message that I hover over. All right, so this is where we're going to start interacting. So if I wanted to reply to Anton, I can come over here and I can click reply. So notice what happened. I'll X out of this. I'm up here and these popped up and I just clicked reply. Look at the bottom. This down here popped up. So now I have whatever message that I'm sending, it is sending in reply to Anton. It's not just sending it out with no context. All right. So I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to go all the way to the bottom to the most up to date. And now here is my message, hi Anton, and then here's his message. And you see how it highlights? I can click, and it takes me back to his message. So I sent a reply, but you know what? I also wanted to react to what he said. I had something to say in reply, I already sent it. But I click back, and now this first button is a reaction. So I'm going to click, I think it's funny too, and it adds the reaction to his message. You can see I can do that from down here. I can do it from up here. The ... dots give me all of the options that I have. So it opens up another modal I'm able to see. The last one I want to show you is in threads. So create a thread. So let's hypothetically say this message that Anton sent is something that I want to go deeper on. I don't want to just have a conversation on. I want to actually go deep with him. I will now start a thread where I have reaction, reply, and thread. I'll create a thread. And it opens up a whole separate message thread on the side. I'll type it, let's go deeper on deeper. Dearer is similar to deeper on this. So I've named it, and then I'll type my message and hit enter. All right, a couple things happened. Over here on the right, there's now a thread. It puts the name that I named it up at the top. Also on my screen, notice under the chit chat channel, I have now a little bar that comes over, and it's the same title that I titled the thread. Also, it is not a hashtag thread in front of it. It's not a main channel. It's a thread. And that's how you know to differentiate what's listed over here. The ones that have text with nothing in front of it, and there's a little arm, those are threads inside main channels. All right? And those are conversations you're in, that you're active in, that are ongoing. When there isn't an ongoing conversation in a thread that you're a part of, then you don't see them. So they're not going to clutter your screen because you're not in that conversation. And I'll show you how to add those in a different way as well in a minute here. So that conversation's over there. But say I close out of this, well, now I can come over here and I can click in and continue that conversation, right? I can continue having it, and now it's Anton and I going deeper. I can, if I show you my member list over here, it's just him and I right now. But we can add other people. Let's say we want Shadab in on the conversation. You notice now he's added to the conversation. And so when you mention people, then they show up, and it's also added for them to their channel list, and now they can join in on the conversation. Anyone can join in. When you mention them specifically, then it auto lets them know that this is a conversation going on. So let's see how that looks in the main channel, so that if you're not mentioned, you can see what threads are there. I'm going to come over here and click back to Chit Chat. And now that I'm back at the Chit Chat channel, I'm going to scroll back to the front. And here now, this is my reply that I did initially. Here now is a notification, basically that I made the Let's Go Deeper thread. And I can click here and see that thread. So if I'm someone else randomly in the Chit Chat channel, I can see that a thread on this topic was created, and if I'm interested in reading about it or replying or commenting, I can open it and I can reply. This is a way for you to get in on conversations that are ongoing with people that are of interest to you or topics that are interesting to you. This is the way for you to find them. And I'm going to go one level deeper even. So we're here in the Chit Chat channel, and I do see this conversation. But also, kind of like the inbox, I'm not always here 24/7. I'm not watching every little thing. So I'm going to come up to the top, and just like this member list, see how I toggle this member list on and off? Well, I'm going to come to the front of these, and there's something called threads. So this is threads. So I'm in the Chit Chat channel. I have the conversation open here. And I want to see what threads are going on. I'm going to go to the very top, and I'm going to click threads. Voila! Here are all of the threads that have gone on, are going on, and that I'm active in the Chit Chat channel. What's amazing is you can scroll through and you can see all of the conversations. Messages are not deleted. Messages do not get deleted by Discord. They don't time out or anything like that. So what I can do is I can come up here and I can search on objects, custom object issues. Last active in August. That's fine. I'm interested in objects, so I'm going to click in. That conversation pops right up. I can read through what everyone said, and if this is a conversation I want to join in, I simply come down to the bottom and I say, hey, let's start talking about this again. I have some new thoughts. And I sent the message. Again, it pops up over here on the left. I have another thread I'm a part of, and I can continue the conversation with all of these people. I'm going to toggle that member list again, and you can see all of these people are in on the conversation. And so they'll get a notification that this conversation was started back up. All right? So you can post a message or you can start a thread. That can be all the different types of conversations basically you want to get into. All right? The way you reply to messages is through a direct reply, like I showed you here, or you can thread a reply. Before we mark this off, there's a way you can start one immediately. And so I'll finish here with that. So when you're wanting to reply, I've showed you that, but if we come into the chit chat channel, let's go into data ops, hypothetically here. All right, let's go into data ops. I just come down to the bottom and I can just say, hi. I can just send a message. This is just an ongoing conversation with everyone, collectively out in the open with everyone. So I can just say hi. I can just post, here's a question. Maybe with a question mark. All right. Also, if I know I'm wanting to go deep prior to, I don't need to wait for someone else to thread it. I don't even need to wait to post it to then thread it afterwards. I can come to this plus sign. So I'm here with my messages. I can click this plus sign and I can create a thread initially. I can just start a new thread right away. Okay? So I can name my thread. New thread name goes here. And I can write, this is the beginning of my new thread. Hit enter, and now I've created a thread. And I'm the first comment, and now people can join the threaded conversation, and we can go deeper into this topic together. Okay? So that's how you would do your threaded reply, and you could even just start a whole new one yourself. All right? It doesn't always have to be in response or in reply. So let's jump into the fun area. So I'll scroll down over here on the left past our main section. You see job postings there. And here's the fun section. Fun, and there's lines on either side. So we have a couple we want to call out. Book Club is a forum channel that allows you to jump into book club topics or book club recommendations, and these are the conversations going on in the book club. So let's see, recommended business readings. Let's open up and see what conversations are going on. Here's some conversations about recommendations of business books. 6 type of working genius. So Rod opened up a threaded conversation over here in the book club about a specific book, and now you can comment and follow and reply to your experience with that book. All right, so this is a space for us to talk on books. All right, again, you can search here for what conversations have been started on a particular topic. Great, and you can join in again on these conversations, and you can see I started a fake one. I love this post the most. Thanks, Nick. You can jump into the conversation, and again, it'll add it as a thread over here on the left. The other one are memes. So this is a channel all about sharing memes, funny memes. We're people. We like to have fun with this stuff. What would Sprocketeer be without memes and some laughs, enjoyment? So share your favorite meme. What I recommend is, for inspiration, to come up to the very top, and you see October's theme is Black Panther. So in the meme channel, share your favorite Black Panther meme between the cross-section of Black Panther and HubSpot. So how can you put HubSpot together and Black Panther? Go up to the theme of the month, find out the theme, and that gives you some inspiration. And if you just want to laugh, come into the meme channel. The last one, so we did that. We did book club. Now we're going to do share super. So as the conversation goes on above, share super is a little bit of love on yourself, or a little bit of daps to someone who really did something great that you want to love on them. So share that here in the share super channel, where you're able to basically dote on yourself and give each other daps for great things you did. So you worked on something hard, post it here. Something you're really proud of, post it here. Someone else did something great, post it here, and give them some love. So I encourage you to come over to the Share Super channel to basically share the super that's going on day to day. All right, and that's the Share Super channel. All right, these last two, I was going to, I'll show you that. Okay, the last two are for you to get deeper interaction with individuals and groups. Deeper interaction. So video meeting rooms and the member list so that you can DM. So I'll continue past the fun section here to these video meeting rooms. We have Cool Kids, Nerds, Masterclass, Workshop, Watch Party. All of these are meeting rooms, but they're not just any meeting rooms. They're instant video meeting rooms. So we're nerds. We're going to click in. Now, nothing has changed in my main section yet, but two things have already changed. Can you see them on the screen? Well, you can see that right below nerds, my name has shown up along with my profile picture. And you see there's a green around my profile picture when I'm speaking. And when I'm not, it goes away. So you see that kind of flash of when I'm speaking. The second thing that's happened is look down here. Right above my profile, I now have a voice connection. It shows me where I'm at. And then I have a couple buttons. All right? Couple buttons. So right away, this one is disconnect. So if I click this, you'll see my name go away and this little area go away as well. All right? So that's how you disconnect from the call. But if I click back into Nerds, just one click right back into Nerds, I can come over here and I'll actually click into the channel now. Now you see the main area has changed over to a conversation. Right now, if someone was in this channel with me, they would be hearing my audio. Are you noticing the green around my profile as well? The way I can change that is in this main screen. I can manage it down here. I can manage it down here on my profile, and I can manage it in this area with my specific room that I'm in. So I can click mute, and when I click mute, it comes up here. I can see the green as I talk does not come up anymore, and you see a red X, a red slash over the microphone. Now, if I don't want to hear other people, there's something pretty powerful down here, deafen. So I can no longer hear what other people are saying in that room. I'm still in the room. They can't hear me because I'm muted, but I also don't hear them in my through my speakers. All right. This little caret has those options as well. So input and output devices, and you can even change your voice settings. The way I get to that is I come down to the very bottom and I click this little caret, and it opens up a modal with all these options. So the great part is the audio, video, and the screen share all work the same way. So I have access in the main screen, down here at the bottom, and over here on the channel. So I can go ahead and share my screen. I can share this entire screen and do all of my options, of course, you see. But I'll click Go Live, and it'll be Screenception. All right, so this is my screen that I'm sharing. I can click on that, and that's the main. I can click on it again, and it's them. It's both. This is me right now, right? But with no audio, and I can't hear. I'll turn those on, so it can now hear me. You see this showing back up. I click on it again. The focus tools are also over here. So I'm clicking up at the very top and it's changing the focus just like I would if I click on the screen to make it big. It makes it really easy to just click on what I want to see. I click again to make it the grid option. And then lastly, I can turn on my camera. And all of a sudden you see my camera, right? I can toggle camera on and off. And if I want to drop down, I can see the options of what I'm doing. If I want to preview before I show everyone else, I can put a custom background on. Oh, this one's going to take a second. Oh, yeah. And if I click on that, that'll go big, right? Because that's what I want to see. If I want to see the share screen, that's what I'll see. And the great part about these video rooms is that everyone can share screen simultaneously. Everyone can share video simultaneously. Everyone's on audio simultaneously. There's no sharing back and forth of who has what. Everyone can do as they please so that you can have the experience you're trying to have. So I can, you see down here all of these options are, and I have my disconnect. But as I undo them, I'm going to do them from this end. So I'm going to click unshare my screen, and it's going to go from green back to this dark gray so I can see that I'm not sharing screen. When I turn my video off, then it goes away. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from the call, and you'll see that my name goes away from up here, and this area goes away because I'm no longer in that room. All right, disconnect. And I go back to the channel that I last was at. So I'm up here in the Share Super channel again. All right. So that's it for the video meeting rooms. Now DMs at the top. Here up at the top, you can navigate over and you can, we've already seen how you can click into people's names and you can see their profile. The last part on their profile is a message. And this message, this is messageception, this message is going to directly send right to them. And so I'm going to say, hello. Before I click enter and send this message, I want to point something out so you notice it. What's going to happen is it's going to send a direct message. And up here are direct messages. And like I said, below, these are all other servers, other entire servers. But you connect with individual people, right? That's what we're actually connecting to. We talk to people. That's what we care about. So what happens is above, when you have direct messages, you can physically go back here and you can navigate through all of them. But when you send a direct message inside a server, it shows up here. And when you receive direct messages, it shows up here. Because that's who you're ultimately connecting with, other people. So I'm going to come back here, I'm going to click hello, and it's going to come to my back end up here, direct messages. Here are all my direct messages. And here's my conversation with this individual person. So this is just a conversation between us two. Hey. And now I'm having a conversation with this individual person. And I can click into my DMs this way. This is on any server on Discord. Any person on any server. This is a connection between you and that person. And so that's where you'd come back here, direct messages, to manage it. All right. So I'm going to click back over to the server now. You'll see I'm back in the server. And I'll just do that one more time. Up here at the very top are direct messages. And I see my back end of direct messages. All right. Let's see. Sprocketeer. Hey, we advanced a level. Thanks, Sprocketeer. All right. Go back into the server. We did our DMs up at the top left. All right. Thanks everyone for being inside Discord. Thanks for everyone for sharing all the great experiences you've had with HubSpot and Discord. October is Black Panther month. That's the theme for this month. You can see it's October 11th. So enjoy the memes. Hopefully this was helpful. Whatever I missed, let me know in the comments and we'll cover it in the help section. Until next time, spinny spinny.